want to start the show tonight in Caleb's favourite place, South Australia, where the City of Churches is about to get their very first skyscraper, and not everybody is happy about it. Now, business leaders, they're very happy. They're going to get a 38-storey tower right in the heart of the city because it'll house 5,000 office workers and 100 retail staff. But opponents, including the council, say it will completely overshadow the historic and National Heritage listed Parliament House. You can see an image there. And then the Adelaide Parks Association have called the skyscraper a monster, saying it's going to impose on Adelaide's beautiful green spaces. Now, I've got to say, I am with the opponents of this project for two reasons. Firstly, Caleb, Adelaide is a beautiful city, not in spite of the lack of skyscrapers, but because there's a lack of... If you want skyscrapers, go to Melbourne, go to Sydney, go to Perth, go to Brisbane. Adelaide is beautiful because it doesn't have any of those things. And second, they don't need this. The commercial vacancy rate in the CBD of Adelaide is 16.4%. The national vacancy rate is 13%. Only Melbourne has a higher commercial vacancy rate in the CBD. Adelaide doesn't need more office towers. It's beautiful the way it is. And as a person who loves Adelaide, I would expect you would agree with me on this.
Well, no, because it sounds like you want to tell the private sector what they ought to do with their money. I mean, you're saying, you know, the vacancy rate is this, therefore you should not be able to build new buildings. I'll tell you why the vacancy rate is so high. There are lots of heritage buildings in the CBD that ought to have things done with them, and nothing is done with them. I mean, I have written about Sir Edmund Wright House in King William Street in Adelaide. Has been sitting there empty for years and years and years. It's owned by the state government. They've tried to sell it multiple times. No one wants to take it because serious work has to be done to it. So why doesn't the state government say, oh, look, we've got an opportunity here to do something with a heritage building, we'll do it. But they don't do that. So the only place you can go is a new building. So someone comes along, Lang Walker, and says, I want to spend the money to put up two towers on this bit of what was otherwise basically unused land in the CBD behind Parliament House. I mean, they had these sculptures. It was called Adelaide Urban Iconography, and people who live in Adelaide will know exactly what I'm talking about. It used to be behind Parliament House. It was a weird rhombus-looking thing, and it was dilapidated and old. It was done in the time of Don Dunstan. It was an eyesore. So Lang Walker says, I'll put some buildings up. I mean, yippee, investment in South Australia. What is wrong with that? And you've got the Greens saying, oh, we can't have anything shadowing over Parliament House. The only people really concerned about anything shadowing over Parliament House are the people who work within it. But what's the problem? They put up a brand new building with a rooftop bar and a restaurant on it, so all the overpaid staffers can go and spend their taxpayer dollars up there. I don't see what the issue is.
Just put it somewhere else, Freya, so it doesn't overshadow what is a beautiful historic building. There's parkland. Have the building, just put it somewhere different.
No, but this is the reality. If Adelaide wants to be an international city, they need to go up. And they're surrounded by a ring of parks. It's not like you can just infinitely go out. There's a limit to how far Adelaide can expand. So they have to go up. And we've seen this, you know, I'm from Sydney, and we've seen this in Sydney all the time. People oppose huge developments, like Barangaroo is a great example. They go, oh no, this will be terrible. My harbour view will be blocked. How could we possibly do this? And then they go up. Sure, in the early years, you deal with a lot of construction, but once they're up, everyone enjoys it and the amenity for the whole area improves. And that is what development does to our cities. The NIMBYs oppose it, but the YIMBYs will win because we all benefit from nice, new, great cities.